Hi, thanks for visiting this microsite to learn more about an innovative new technology for mobile aspects called iRIScope. iRIScope is an endoscope tracking system designed to improve the utilization and management of flexible endoscopes used in gastroenterology and the OR. Prior to viewing the videos, we'd like to share a little bit more about the design of the system and its intended objectives to create value in the hospital setting.
Hello, I'm Gino Iasella. I'm the Director of New Product Development for Mobile Aspects, and I'm here to talk to you about iRIScope today. I'm going to focus on a few of the design elements that went into developing the product. Here at Mobile Aspects, we've developed a unique approach to the automation of endoscope tracking. We use radio frequency identification, that's RFID, to track, manage, and monitor the scope as it moves through its life cycle of storage, use with a patient, decontamination, reprocessing, and then back again into storage. We chose RFID because it allows us to automate those processes with really minimal involvement by the user. It's what we call effortless automation. iRIScope utilizes RFID technology to track the endoscope as it moves about the GI unit, or really any endoscopy unit. But iRIScope, more than that, is an intelligent system. It's designed not to barrage the users or the supervisors with just transactional data. It monitors the data and looks for things that are outside the bounds of normal protocols or practices. So it proactively notifies users when something happens, an exception-based management tool, if you will. These alerts and notifications will be sent out for various conditions. Perhaps a dirty scope is placed in the cabinet, and the cabinet contains the scopes that are ready for patient procedures, so now you have a risk for cross-contamination. Or perhaps a scope is missing, it's not been seen by the system for 24 hours or more. At that point, you have a risk for instrument theft. Any of these kinds of conditions, the system's watching for them to occur. And when it does, it can send a message out, an email, it can display on the screen, but an email would come out to your PDA, whether it's a BlackBerry or an iPhone, something like this, and it'll alert the supervisors immediately of the condition while there's still time to react. So iRIScope is a patient-centric system, and we designed it that way from the very beginning. So when you go to get a scope out of the storage cabinet, the first thing you do is identify the patient to the system. Then when you remove the scope from the cabinet, the RFID transponder that's attached to the scope connects the dots, if you will. It ties the patient and the scope together forever in the database. Now, what that means is that the patient record is tied to the history of that scope, going back from the very beginning when you received the scope into the hospital. So all of the histories of when it was reprocessed, other patients that scope was used on, the technicians that cleaned the scopes or moved the scopes in and out of the cabinet, that's all tied back to the same record, and it's all easily searchable.
With that brief introduction to iRIScope, please enjoy the additional demonstration videos to follow. Thanks again for your time, and we look forward to hearing from you in the future.